Guys, I just dropped the kids off at school. I'm on my way home. It's Friday. Jake does not have dialysis today. Typically he would, but if you have been watching my channel, you know that his days switched. So no dialysis today. It's supposed to rain. It looks like it's nice, but they said it's supposed to rain, so I don't know that I'm going to be able to do too much yard work today. I'm kind of waiting for my dad to bring home the tiller so I can get the garden tilled up. And Jay and I, we were talking, and I think this year we're going to start building some raised beds. Now, to me, it's just smarter in the long run to have these raised beds because, well, number one, you don't have to till the ground every year. And then you can just fill each individual boxes up with, like, you know, compost and fertilizer and that type of thing. And then when the winter comes, I'll be able to just, you know, put a tarp over each box. So I think, and then there's less weeding, less bugs, less pests getting into them, you know, that sort of thing. So I think the smarter way to go is with raised beds. So I'm going to see what I can do. I would like to be able to, you know, pick up some scrap wood and make some boxes. I don't find enough scrap wood for that. And if I do, you know, if I want to grow some vegetables, I want to make sure that the wood is not treated. So, I don't know. Maybe I'll just go every pay and pick up a little bit of wood here and there and build some boxes. So, and then it requires all the dirt to fill the boxes. So that in itself is expensive as well. I have my worms that provide castings that helps fertilize, but you can't just plant everything in the castings because it'll burn because it's too strong. So yeah, that's another thing that I have a list at home there. I'm almost home. I have a whole list of things that I want to do today. So cleaning out the worm bin is one of them. Have to, you know, keep up with do the laundry, finish up the laundry and the dishes and that type of thing. I was doing the dishes this morning before I come out, so they're pretty well all done. I just like to have my house clean before I go outside and start doing yard work because, I don't know, it's not very motivating when you're outside cleaning and then you have to come into a mess. So I just prefer to have my house clean. And then I can go out and do my yard work and all that sort of thing. So, other than that, I'm doing like I have a to-do list, and that's basically what I'm focusing on today, is my to-do list. I don't know if I might have to go pick up my brother-in-law after and bring him to work. I'm not 100% sure yet. And then tomorrow Jay has dialysis, and then we come home from that. I gotta get supper ready, and then right after supper we have to leave. My niece has her dance show, and we're going to that, so that's around 6:30. So that's about the extent of my plans for today. Just getting some things on my to-do list done, and yeah. I'll try to vlog throughout the day. I'm not guaranteeing that it's going to be great content or anything like that. But alright, so I'm almost home. I'm going to put the camera away, and I will talk to you guys very, very soon. Alright guys, I'm just going to finish up my dishes here. These are little things. Our couch has like cup holders, so I was just washing those out. Couch and chair. There's one extra one here, actually. I got one from the chair that they were throwing out. My mom and dad they were throwing it out. It was in the shed for a while, but anyways, so I'm going to wash all that up, get the dishes done, and get some more things in the dehydrator. Right now I have some candy strawberries and candy bananas, and then there's mango and lime. I'll probably just grind up the lime and make a powder with it, and these I just put in last night, so they'll go a little longer. I'm going to get probably some tomatoes in there for sure later on. Not quite sure what else I'm going to get in there. I'm going to go in the freezer to pull something out for supper. I want to make a nice supper. Got some coffee going as always. So yeah, these are the tomatoes that I want to... They're brown tomatoes. I've never seen brown tomatoes before. But these ones are good. This one here is a little soft. So I'll probably throw the first one into the... I have a pile for like soup and broth and stuff like that in the freezer. So I'll probably shove that one in there unless it's all moldy. And if it's moldy, well, it'll go into the compost bin. So, and then I also have to change my worm bin, get that all cleaned out, and yeah, fun times. I might wait for the worm bin though because I want to do it outside, and it's just a little too cold today. So that's that. I will be back when I'm doing something else. This is what the roses look like. They're all dried out, and the leaves are falling off. There's 3 of them. There was 2 red and 1 yellow, which is this one here. So I'm going to transplant them, all 3 of them, into a big pot, and hopefully they will come back to life. Alright, I'm going to go and have some lunch. I just made some of these little pizza pocket things, and I got some coleslaw, just put some pepper on it, and I got a Pepsi. And then when I'm done, I have over here, I finished up all the dishes, and over here I have some mushrooms that I purchased the other day. I'm going to cut all those up and dehydrate them. These are already cut up, so I'll just have 2 packages to cut up, and they'll all look like that. I'm going to dehydrate them, put those away because they rehydrate really, really nice, and that way they don't go rotten on me. And then I have these tomatoes that I'm also going to cut up and leave whole for like pizzas and things like that. They're really, really good too to just munch on. And then for supper, I decided that I'm going to make some... I have some lasagnas left that I had put in the freezer a little while back. I had pre-made them. Anyways, so I'm going to pull that out closer to supper time. And then there's some Texas toast that has garlic butter on it. So we're going to have that, and I'll just maybe make a little side of cauliflower because we have to use this up. So I'll just make some cauliflower to go with that, and that will be our supper for tonight. And then that's going to go in the dehydrator, and I pretty well crossed everything off my list that I wanted to do today. I was going to do the worm bin, but it's just way too cold. So I'm going to wait for a nicer day so that I can sit outside and do that. So I'm going to go eat my lunch and get that stuff cut up, put into the dehydrator. I'm going to take this stuff out, grind up my limes, and go from there. So I'll be back when I'm all finished. So I just plated up my son's supper. It's lasagna. Here's the hunk of lasagna. I just cut it basically into 6 big pieces. So I just cut that up for him into bite-sized pieces. He's got a nice big glass of milk, and I am just waiting for the garlic Texas toast to be just cooked up enough that it's not frozen anymore. And then I'm going to pop that onto his plate, and his supper will be ready. And then I still haven't gotten around to getting these on the dehydrator yet. I just got home from picking them up from school, so I'm going to get that done after dinner. And then I'm going to do up my dishes so that I'm all caught up with housework. And tomorrow is my niece's dance, so I just want to end dialysis day, so I just want to make sure the house is clean for all that running around, that we come home and it's nice and clean. So that's what I will be doing after supper. So just wanted to show you guys what it looks like. Not very appetizing, but that is what we are having for supper tonight. Alright, there you go. The toast is done. You can tell it's done on that side. And his lasagna. So I'm going to go give him his supper so he can eat, because he is a starving little boy, you know. He just got home from school. So I will see you guys in a little bit. So this is what I'm having for supper tonight. I got some cucumbers, some Tomatoes, these are my tomatoes that I had, my brown tomatoes. I use one of the nicer ones. These ones nice and firm as well. And then I have some sweet onion sauce here to dip some radishes in or whatever I want. And then I have 2 Laughing Cow cheese. And then I have some of this herb and garlic Armstrong cheese. It's really, really good. So I know it's kind of a light supper, but I really didn't feel like eating lasagna. My son had the I put this cucumber away. My son had the other piece of bread, and Jay's eaten, so this will be leftovers for lunch tomorrow. And I get really bad heartburn if I eat, and it's already 6:30. So I decided I'm gonna have this for supper. It's light. I'm gonna have a Pepsi with it. I could have a glass of water, but I'm gonna have a Pepsi instead. So that is tonight's supper. That is the sunset. These were the roses that I ended up getting planted. Those are my strawberries. And this was a tree that my son brought home from school. Alright guys, so we were just watching a movie, and I'm going to call it a night. I got his nightlight plugged in. It's, I don't know, maybe 9:15. It's the sun. I don't know if you'll be able to see the sunset. Let's see. A very nice sunset now. What? You're pretty sassy. You can't see her. It's dark. So I'm going to close.